Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. For all the wrong reasons, is Ridge's shocking marriage proposal a betrayal of Eric? A rebellious Ridge Forrester confronts Eric Forrester, demonstrating his independence and refusal to let his father to dictate his decisions, according to spoilers and updates for The Bold and the Beautiful. On the CBS soap opera, this disobedience might lead Ridge to do something dramatic to demonstrate his independence, but it's a choice he would later come to regret. Eric almost insisted that Ridge get back together with his real love this week. Brooke Logan longs for the day when her destiny returns to her life, prepared to stay. The most recent spoilers, however, suggest that this reunion is not at all likely. By encouraging his son to resume his connection with Brooke, it seems like Eric is driving Ridge to the edge. Although Eric claims to respect Taylor Hayes, Ridge is unwavering in his devotion to her, and Eric is certain that Brooke is the source of true happiness. Eric's sudden opposition to his son's relationship with Taylor has caused division among viewers of the CBS serial drama. Some viewers think Eric went too far in insisting that Ridge go back to Brooke, while others see his actions as a father's concern for his son, especially in light of Ridge's past. Ridge's propensity to return to his Logan is something that the Forrester father is well aware of. But when he notes that Ridge doesn't show any commitment to Taylor, not even a marriage proposal, Eric's demands might be straining Ridge to the breaking point. Ridge can be prompted to make a snap decision that he later comes to regret as a result of this. Future spoilers suggest that Ridge is prepared to take charge of his own fate. It seems he might show his commitment to Taylor by sincerely proposing to her. At the Forrester Creations fashion show, Brooke is still feeling the high from their electrifying connection. Despite his unshakable affection for her, Ridge believes their connection is tainted by past betrayals. In the end, Ridge believes that a future with Taylor is a safer option because she is always there for him. According to rumors, Ridge is going to pop the question to Taylor, which will undoubtedly cause problems for Taylor, Ridge, and Brooke. These days, Ridge is unsure and frequently thinks back on his relationship with Brooke. Instead of feeling like a love whirlwind, Ridge's decision to marry Taylor seems to be an attempt to distance himself from his father's control over his life outside of FC. Ridge may possibly be trying to convince himself that he and Taylor are a good fit with this impetuous proposal. But if Taylor becomes an almost bride, it will be for all the wrong reasons, and she must know deep down that Steffy Forrester would undoubtedly be in favor of her parents reconciling. Since Ridge would always have affections for Brooke Logan, it can start out well but end terribly. Logan will always be a part of Ridge's life at FC, thus temptation will always be present. Brooke is unlikely to give up on him even if she gets a wedding band, and she might even start flirting more craftily. Will Taylor accept if Ridge makes a proposal? She ought to be conscious of the possible problems in their union. Or perhaps she will finally apply her expertise as a psychiatrist to see the clear problems. If Ridge does pop the question, it might cause friction with his father, which isn't a smart way to start a marriage unless the CBS serial opera is looking for drama. Brooke's emotional departure from Forrester after Ridge's devastating choice. Updates and teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint that Ridge Forrester's rejection may cause a heartbroken Brooke Logan to depart Forrester. Will she finally decide that her heartache is too much to handle and require some time away from the firm to recover? Even though Eric Forrester thought Ridge would end up with Brooke, it seems like Ridge is more interested in Taylor Hayes. In the next episodes, Ridge is very likely to pop the question to Taylor. Eric brushed off Ridge's reminder of his commitment to Taylor, claiming that since they aren't engaged or married, it didn't really matter. Even though Brooke postponed getting married to Ridge personally, the indications suggest that Ridge is prepared to ask Taylor to marry him. This would surely hurt Brooke during their time together. Ridge, however, makes it apparent that his heart is now with Taylor, and is intent on denying any possibility of a reunion with Brooke. Given the recent incidents, Brooke may feel overburdened and ashamed, which could make her future at Forrester Creations uncertain. She may eventually decide to leave a painful environment, even though she has given her all to Brooke's bedroom and her other responsibilities within the organization. She might find it more and more difficult to deal with Ridge's regular encounters, which would serve as a reminder of her denied destiny. Furthermore, Brooke has good reason to think about leaving Forrester Creations because her ongoing dispute with Steffi Forrester is unlikely to lessen her load. Evidently, Brooke had no idea that she would later regret postponing her marriage to Ridge when the topic was brought up months earlier. When he returns to B&B in June, Brooke will be on a path of self-discovery and will look to Nick for help. In addition to their expected romantic reunion, Nick might help Brooke explore a different career path. But Brooke also has to deal with the harsh truth of Ridge's rejection, which makes her think about moving on and possibly even considering leaving Forrester. She seemed to be prepared for some big changes in her life. According to upcoming CBS soap opera spoilers, Brooke will look for someone to cheer her up, and she will surely value Nick's company during this trying time. The next challenge for Liam: Steffi and Hope's truce. According to spoilers for the upcoming 2 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer will take on a new task while Steffi Forrester and Hope Logan declare a ceasefire. Luna may require guidance along the road as she attempts to reconcile some competing objectives. Steffi Forrester will try to contact Liam throughout the week of May 5th to 9th. Steffi will try to persuade Liam that Hope should hear the whole story, even though he insists on keeping his illness a secret. In the end, Liam might ask Steffi to tell Hope the news on his behalf. However, Steffi may believe she is the expert and opt to inform Hope on Liam's medical drama. In any case, Steffi will visit Hope to have a heartfelt conversation regarding Liam's inoperable brain mass. Once this discussion begins, Hope and Steffi will essentially declare a truce because helping Liam will be the most crucial thing. Additionally, this should pave the way for Hope's significant return to Forrester Creations. Deacon Sharp will surprise Brooke Logan by confessing that he believes Hope should resume a love relationship with Liam. Naturally, Liam is no longer considering his personal romantic life. Liam's one concern now is whether his loved ones will be okay if he actually passes away from this brain tumor as his doctors predict. In the end, Liam and Bill Spencer will have a difficult conversation that might quickly turn from uncomfortable to heartbreaking. Bill is ready to hear Liam's admission of having an inoperable mass and the dire forecast that his time is running out. Luna will show up at the Cliff House to tell John Finnegan how wonderful he is and to persuade him that they ought to become a family. At the very least, Luna will feel that Finn is not the kind of man who would desert his child. Finn might counter that Luna has given him no other option. Finn cannot overcome Luna's crimes, especially after Steffi firmly objected and told him he could not speak to his biological daughter. It's probable that Steffi's return may cut off Finn and Luna's talk, which could lead to serious animosity in Finn's marriage. Luna will hope for a connection with Finn, but that would conflict with her plan to deceive Elektra Forrester and take Will Spencer away. According to B&B teasers, Luna will need to take care not to get caught because Finn wouldn't approve if he knew what she was doing. Sheila Sharp may need to provide some advice during the Luna week. The likelihood that Sheila and Luna may be discovered together by Deacon or another person who might blab to him increases with the amount of time they spend together. However, Luna will continue to try to woo Will, and as he becomes frustrated with Elektra's resistance to bedtime, Luna may succeed. Liam, on the other hand, will have to accept the things that he cannot alter. As his illness worsens and more symptoms appear, Liam will feel powerless, but at least he will have Steffi, Hope, and Bill to support him. Even Finn is unaware of some of the crazy experimental treatments that Bill may investigate. Bill may try to get Liam to participate in a research trial or some genuinely innovative technique, but is there any chance of saving him? Lastly, Brooke might start to question whether Ridge Forrester is really slipping through her fingers. In the upcoming episodes, Brooke might be devastated if Ridge is planning to propose to Taylor Hayes. Stay tuned for some highs and lows over the next 2 weeks, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful.